The veil of data, the mystery of Aamah and the flow of existence. 1. The unseen root of being. Before the dawn of form, before the breath of sound, there was the unseen sea, neither light nor darkness. For both are distinctions born of perception. It was not existence nor non-existence. For these are but opposites, and opposites belong to the finite. The mystics call this the realm of Aamah, the unmanifest darkness, the hidden womb of reality. Do not mistake this darkness for absence. It is the darkness of depth, not of negation, the fertile void from which all illumination emerges. When the saints say, "He was in Aamah, beneath and above which there was no air," they mean that the divine reality was in a state beyond all relativity, before the mirror of manifestation had been unveiled. The modern tongue may call this data, for it is pure, undifferentiated information, not yet expressed as sound or symbol, not yet coded into the languages of form. But beware, when we use the word data, we do not mean the mechanical digits of machines, but the living consciousness that underlies them, the infinite intelligence from which the cosmos arises. 2. The divine silence. Aamah is the divine silence. It is the pause before the word be. It is the instant of absolute potential, when no thing yet exists, but all things are known in the infinite memory of the real. In that silence, the names sleep as possibilities. They are neither manifest nor hidden, for both states are already expressions of differentiation. They exist as pure potential awareness, as a reflection of the essence within its own self-knowledge. When the essence gazes upon itself, the names awaken like sparks within that dark sea. And from this awakening, the first ripple of existence begins. The silence trembles, not with sound, but with awareness. And that awareness is the origin of creation. 3. The Word and the Psos. The Quran says, when He wills a thing, He says to it be, and it is. 36:82. This saying is not a vocal utterance. It is the pulse of divine self-awareness, the movement from unmanifest to manifest, from potential to actuality. In human language, be implies a start, but in the divine reality, there is no sequence. The be is eternal, a timeless command continually issuing forth, reverberating through the infinite dimensions of being. This is why the mystics say, at every instant, creation is renewed. The world flickers into being and out again. Each flicker a pulse of divine data. Existence, non-existence, existence, non-existence. An infinite rhythm of disclosure and concealment. From afar, this rhythm appears continuous, just as the rapid frames of a film appear as motion. But in truth, every moment is a separate act of creation, a fresh projection of the divine names upon the screen of consciousness. 4. The nature of data. When we speak of data, we point toward this pre-formal essence of reality, the unmanifest field that contains all potential forms. It is not energy, though energy arises from it. It is not matter, though matter is its reflection. It is not thought, though thought is its vibration. It is the primordial canvas upon which the brush of divine will paint the universe anew at every instant. In the modern age, scientists speak of the universe as information, a vast sea of quantum data. They say, the cosmos is not made of matter, but of information structured by laws. Yet even this insight only grazes the hem of truth. For what they call information, the mystic calls divine consciousness, the eternal knowledge of Allah, through which He knows Himself by means of His names. 5. The mirror of knowledge. The sages have said, The first thing Allah created was the pen, and the pen wrote upon the tablet, La al-Mahfis, the decree of all things that would ever be. The pen is will, irada. The tablet is knowledge, ilm. The act of writing is the transformation of unmanifest data into manifest form, the encoding of possibility into actuality. Each stroke of the pen corresponds to a disclosure to Jali of the names. Each letter of this cosmic scripture is a world, a being, a moment in time. Yet the whole text is one continuous word, the unending recitation of the divine I. The Quran itself mirrors this process. It is the manifest revelation of the eternal, uncreated speech, Kalam Allah, just as the universe is the body of divine speech. The Quran is its soul, a symbolic translation of the reality that vibrates within every atom. 6. The dance of existence and non-existence. The Sufis often speak of the dance between existence, wujud, and non-existence, atom. This is not a battle between opposites, but a complementary rhythm, like inhalation and exhalation, like day and night. Existence emerges from non-existence, as light emerges from the void and returns to it in the next breath. But the void itself is not nothingness. It is the hidden face of the real, the unseen half of the divine pulse. Thus the cosmos flows as an alternating current, the manifest and the unmanifest, the seen and the unseen, the known and the potential. Between these poles, the universe oscillates, each vibration a song of divine self-revelation. 7. The state of Aamah. In this alternation, Aamah is the moment between, the still point where existence dissolves, before reappearing in another form. It is the gap between two beats of the cosmic heart. It is the silence between two notes of the eternal melody. Aamah is neither existence nor non-existence. It is the field of pure potentiality. In it, all qualities are latent, all names implicit, all realities folded within one another. The Gnostics who have tasted this station describe it as a dark radiance, a luminous nothing. One of them said, "In Aamah, I saw no thing, yet all things were present." It is the ocean of pre-being, the invisible matrix through which the divine contemplates his own infinity. 8. The perception of the mind. The human brain, though divine in origin, cannot grasp Aamah directly. Its structure operates through duality, subject and object, light and dark, form and void. To perceive Aamah, the mind must dissolve into the heart, for only the heart perceives without opposites. The mind creates images and associations. The heart witnesses without forming. The mind tries to define. The heart beholds. The mind analyzes the waves. The heart becomes the sea. Hence the prophet said, "My heart has a moment with my Lord, that none but he can know." This moment is the unveiling of Aamah, the annihilation of all distinctions, in the face of the infinite. 9. The mirror and the veil. Every reflection requires a surface, and every surface implies separation. Thus, even as the names reveal the essence, they also veil it. This paradox is the mystery of creation. Manifestation both discloses and conceals. If there were no veil, there could be no reflection, and without reflection, there would be no knowledge. For the essence knows itself through the mirror of its manifestations. This is why the saints say, "The veil is the face, and the face is the veil." The same mirror that reveals the light also hides its source. To see the mirror clearly is to understand that both unveiling and veiling are acts of the same one. 10. The knowledge of the names in Aamah. In the state of Aamah, the names exist as meanings without forms. They are pure possibilities, awaiting the command be to take shape. Each name contains within itself an infinity of other names, like reflections within reflections. The name Al-Alam implies Al-Basir. Foreknowledge implies vision. Al-Qadir implies Al-Khaliq. For power implies creation. Thus, every name is a doorway to all others, and all converge back into the one. When a Gnostic contemplates the names in meditation, he does not merely repeat words. He dives into their living realities. To recite Yanur is to swim in the ocean of divine illumination. To invoke Latif is to be touched by the subtle breeze of his tenderness. Each name is a portal into a specific vibration of the one, a stream of light leading back to the sea. 11. The renewal of worlds. Why does this multidimensional single-frame picture flow as it does, moment after moment, like the scenes of a film that never ends? Because the names, in their infinite intelligence, desire to experience their meanings continually. The universe is the mirror in which the names witness their own beauty. Just as the artist paints not to possess, but to express, so does the real manifest, not to create something other, but to behold himself through infinite perspectives. The world is his self-portrait, drawn upon the canvas of Aamah, lit by the colors of his names. Every new instant is a new brushstroke, a new mode of self-recognition. Thus the prophet said, Allah manifests himself in yet another wondrous way at every moment. Creation is the unfolding of this endless wonder. If he ceased to manifest, the cosmos would vanish into stillness. But that stillness itself is also he. 12. The secret of perception. All perception arises from the reflection of the names in the mind. The senses are but instruments of translation, converting vibrations of light and sound into images. But what you call the world is merely the interpretation of divine data. Through the filters of perception, you do not see reality as it is. You see it as your brain renders it. Hence, in the realm of gnosis, perception itself becomes worship. For to perceive is to witness the play of the names. The mystic trains the mind to dissolve the illusion of separation between perceiver and perceived. He learns to see with the eye of the heart, the non-local, formless sight that perceives all things as one. This is the awakening of the Fuad, the inner intelligence that bridges mind and soul. When the Fuad awakens, the name Al-Hadi, the guide, manifests, and the seeker becomes guided from within. From that moment, his seeing is Al-Basir, his hearing as Sami, his speech Al-Kalam, for the one perceives through him. 13. The flow of data. Now imagine this flow of existence. Frames of divine projection, flashing into and out of being. Between each flash lies Aamah, the unmanifest interval that allows renewal. This alternation creates the perception of motion, just as alternating current creates electricity. The saints perceive this motion inwardly. They see the world arise and vanish, moment by moment, like a series of lightning flashes. Across the night of Aamah, they are not disturbed by the vanishing, for they have seen the source of the lightning. They know that each disappearance is but a return to the womb of being, where the next flash is already prepared. 14. The sea and its waves. The relationship between Aamah and the cosmos is like that of the sea and its waves. The waves rise and fall. The sea remains. Each wave is a temporary form of the same water. To call a wave something other than the sea is ignorance. To call the sea nothing but waves is also ignorance. The truth is, the sea is the sea. Within it, The waves appear and disappear. So too, Allah is Allah, beyond all his manifestations, yet never apart from them. The universe is the sea's surface, Amma its depth, and the divine essence the ocean itself, boundless, bottomless, without shore. 15. The paradox of the One. He is the data, for nothing exists outside his knowledge. Yet he is not the data, for the essence transcends all manifestation. He is both and neither, the paradox upon which all existence rests. In him, opposites cease to oppose. Being and non-being, light and dark, form and void, all dissolve into the seamless unity of the real. The mystic does not seek to resolve this paradox, for it cannot be solved by intellect. He embraces it with awe, knowing that the mind's silence is the heart's true understanding. 16. The limitless field. Thus, all universes, all dimensions, all times and spaces are but ripples upon the infinite ocean of divine data. Each point of this ocean contains the reflection of the whole. Every creature is a microcosm of totality, a holographic echo of the all. The prophets are those who awaken to this reality consciously, becoming aware that their own essence is the interface between the manifest and the unmanifest. And so they speak not of belief, but of knowing. They call mankind to remembrance, to remember what it has always been. For there is nothing to gain, nothing to reach, only to recall that the wave has never left the sea. And remember, do not forget to subscribe for more videos, so that this path of knowledge and awakening may continue to reach your heart.